Good morning. I'm getting ready to make colloidal silver, so I thought I would record this for those that are interested in how I do it and what I use. Colloidal silver is silver that gets into water via electricity. And so I'll go real quick through this. We only use distilled water. Doesn't have to be expensive. This is probably less than $1 distilled water. Because you don't want any other chemicals in the water, because the silver will react with it and form something other than what you're wanting it to form. So I put some distilled water in a glass. I use 2 silver rods. Am I trying to get down here where the camera is? I bought these little silver wire. They're actually silver wire, 24 gauge off of Amazon. Super cheap. But you got to make sure it's 99.9% pure silver, not sterling silver or anything else. You want silver. So the first thing I do, I take this little piece of Brillo pad and make sure that the wires are nice and clean from the last time I used them, because electrolysis will form a little coating on these things and you want to get that off before you begin. So got that off. Now I bought a device. You can use a 9-volt battery, you can use any power source really. But I bought this. It does more than just make silver, but it also makes silver. So this is what I use. I'll give you more info if you want more info on this. It has 2 holes in the front, and you will see that the silver rods fit right into the holes. Dink. One there, one here. Like so. There's the front. Now these are sticking out the bottom. Now this I'm going to place in the glass of water. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. And now you can see the 2 silver rods are in the water, separated. I'm going to plug in the DC power supply to this thing. Then I'm going to turn it on and put it in the appropriate mode. Now I actually have to turn this around because it's upside down for me, so I can read the screen. Alright, so I've turned it on. I'm going to have to get a light. I can't see it. I'll try not to blind you. I need to see this. Okay. So I need to set it to the silver mode. Silver, 10 minutes. I'm going to set this for this amount of water. I'm going to run this for 30 minutes. And now it is running. And in 30 minutes it's going to beep at me. And that tells me that it's done. And I will have silver that's probably, and I'm just guessing, based on my estimations and calculators I've looked at, it's probably going to be around 300 parts per million. And you can look that up to what that even means. But that's basically how much silver is in the water, how potent it is. Silver is not toxic to humans. Anything good likes silver, anything bad hates silver. Bacteria dies in it. It's the oldest antibiotic there is. A long time ago, when milk was not pasteurized, they would drop a silver dollar in the milk jug, the big milk can, to keep it from going bad. And it worked, because bacteria hates silver. You can guzzle this stuff, you can drink this stuff, but again, it's got to be distilled water. You don't want to make this with tap water and then take it internally. Bad things can happen if you take too much of that. But if you have to make it with tap water, it can be used externally just fine. And it still has its same kind of potency and effect. And the other thing to bear in mind is colloidal silver hates light. Light is bad for it. If I make this colloidal silver, right now the sun's not up, but if I take it and set it in the sun after it's done, the entire inside of this glass will turn into a mirror. The silver will fuse itself to the glass. It's light, colloidal silver, bad combo. So when you store it in something dark like this brown glass bottle. Put it in here and then put this in the cabinet and in the dark. And it'll, as far as I know, it'll stay good until you're ready to use it. It's alright if you have any other questions or comments, but only if you have something nice to say. Feel free to let me know.